This Dragon Warrior is definitely not the chosen one.
Oh, so freaking awesome! Wait, oh no!
Sometimes I try to act like an adult. Then other times, I jump on the internet to talk about my love for childish video games. And I don't mean video games are childish. I mean games that were made for children. But I have a soft spot for Kung Fu Panda. It is a terrific life-motivating movie that can teach anyone lessons that even adults could use. In 2008, DreamWorks released Kung Fu Panda, the game, teaming up with Activision. Yeah, the same Activision that made Call of Duty, in hopes of capturing the charm of the movie in a video game. With Jack Black as the lovable Panda Po, a martial artist wannabe who joins the Furious Five and is deemed the Dragon Warrior by a senile turtle. The gang has to try and stop Tai Lung from getting the Dragon Scroll after he escapes jail. Kung Fu Panda basically follows the same plot as the movie, but throws in a little added extra to try fleshing things out. The game dialogue is pretty much a direct copy of the movie, which I think was actually quite smart. The writing and the comedy in the movie is what made it lovable. So as they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Long ago, in a time of ancient, timeless time, when mystical warriors roamed the land, the most awesome kung fu fighters in all of China, the Furious Five, protected the Valley of Peace. But soon would appear a fighter of such extreme skill and legendary bodacity that even the Furious Five would bow in respect to this amazing hero, the Dragon Warrior.
What is broken in the game is some of the combat. Fighting in Kung Fu Panda is broken up into fast attacks, power attacks, and specials. Fast attacks are for smaller enemies, and strong for bigger guys. Other fighting often involves quick-time button events. I'm personally not a big fan of quick-time events, but I'm not going to turn the game off because a developer added them. Unfortunately, bigger guys when hit just fall backwards, and then spring up and hit you. It's almost like those old Rock'em Sock'em robots where you just stand there and go punch for punch. Hitboxes can be a struggle as well, though usually only with the smaller characters. The camera often works against you, getting caught on walls and messing up the combat. All those things happen, but they do not show up often enough in the game to really break it. I was surprised at how in-depth the combat mechanics were. Po has a number of special moves that he uses as Dragon Warrior Chi. Even more in depth, you can actually upgrade your attacks and specials along with your health and chi. For a movie video game from DreamWorks, that's pretty impressive. They did put some effort into this, and it shows. Just collect the abundant amount of coins in the game and you are good to go. One gripe I really did have with this game, and it's a minor one but it was annoying, is that the game continues to hand out tutorial scroll after tutorial scroll for the exact same moves almost in every single level, starting from the first level to the last level. It's just, I get it. It's a kid's game, it's kind of a fail-proof thing, but I don't know, it's just annoying to me. You don't need to teach somebody the basic mechanics of the game on the last level of the game. Now thankfully, they are completely skippable. Nobody's making you go through the tutorials. But I had to keep checking the tutorial because I was waiting for a new move. Something where I'd skip a tutorial and I would miss something important. Never happened, just skip them, don't even bother with them. Waste of time. All of those moves, all the combat, all of everything basically becomes useless though the second you learn the Panda Stumble. Po turns into a ball and runs into enemies, killing everything, big or small, in his path. With that, he's also invincible, and if he's not, it just feels like it. Look guys, I just talk about the game. I don't know fact for fact if he's invincible, so if I'm wrong, just tell me I'm wrong. But my god, I never took a hit and this thing is OP as hell. You get to play a few levels as Master Shifu, and a very tiny amount of in-level missions as the other Furious Five. But outside of that, you only get to play as Po. I would have liked to play as Tigress or Crane, in something that wasn't just a minigame. I know it's Kung Fu Panda, but they have whole levels dedicated to Shifu, so why not throw some love at the other guys as well? Sadly, the Shifu levels are more of a chore than anything. His combat feels greatly unpolished when compared to Po's, but maybe that's just the lack of a Panda role. Who knows? Levels do not vary a whole lot. You will find yourself either in a palace or a river area for most of the game. The game, despite a lack of variety, does look very good though, especially for an early Xbox 360 and PS3 game. I'm assuming it doesn't look quite as good on the Wii, but I've never played it, so I don't really know. Voice acting from the movie seems fairly accurate, minus Jackie Chan, who clearly wanted no part of this game.
Not bad, Paul. Not bad.
And with 14 stages in the game, you are not going to have a very long adventure. Granted, for a 90-minute movie, getting a 5-hour game is actually not that bad if you think about it. The game also includes a multiplayer brawler style, where you can team up or fight against your friends. It's surprisingly fun. Or it's just so corny it makes me laugh, I don't know. One of the two. Games based off movies often suck. Just look at Superman games. But Kung Fu Panda is not on that level of bad. This game is not perfect, and it is not a masterpiece by any stretch. Despite the combat flaws and a lack of variety, it's not that bad though. For a game that I would imagine is sitting in a $10 and under bin somewhere in Walmart, I'm actually going to give this game a rating of discount. For a very cheap price nowadays, if you're looking for a one-night gaming party with some laughs, then this might make for a fun time. Thank you guys for watching, and if you liked this video, then hit like, and if you really liked it, then subscribe for your weekly reviews, blah blah blah, all the same. Tale of Three Idiots, check out the video on the left, blah blah blah. Stay classy, San Diego, and stay tuned for next week. It's gonna be a good one.